You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Road rants on the absolute absurd. We have gotten to a state in this country where supporting your president can now get you suspended. My God, it's utterly insane. American Cyclist has been suspended from team over a so-called divisive tweet supporting Trump. It was a one-word tweet, and this story is absolutely ludicrous. An American professional cyclist was suspended from his team Thursday after showing support for President Trump in a seemingly benign social media tiff. Trek-Segafredo suspended Quinn Simmons for what the team called, quote, divisive comments on his personal Twitter account. Simmons, 19, reacted to a Dutch journalist, Jose Bean, in which she said she hoped for her American friends that, quote, this horrible presidency ends for you, adding, quote, if you follow me and support Trump, you can go. Simmons replied to Bean saying, quote, bye, with a dark-skinned hand emoji waving. Her tweet was later deleted. A separate Twitter user wrote that Simmons was apparently a Trumper. He wrote back, that's right, with an American flag emoji. He also responded to a separate tweet in which he screenshotted Simmons' reaction with Bean. I like talented young bike racers as much as anyone, but I refuse to cheer for anyone who supports a racist, hateful fascist like @QuinnSimmons9 does. I'm officially rooting for everybody else. Trek-Segafredo then put out a statement suspending Simmons until, quote, further notice. Regrettably, team rider Quinn Simmons made statements online that we feel are divisive, incendiary, and detrimental to the team, professional cycling, its fans, and positive future we hope to create for the sport, the team wrote. He said he will not be racing for Trek-Segafredo until further notice. That's where we have gotten in this country. Did you see anything divisive about the tweet? They said if you look, the journalist said if you support Trump, you can go. He simply said, bye. I mean, what is the actual issue there? We have gotten to a period of time where you cannot openly support the president without risk of being suspended and or fired from your employment. That's a real thing. It is a real thing. Yesterday on my Facebook, I had a friend that I've known. I managed in the corporate world for 12 years. She was one of my managers. She put in a post with a little cartoon lady wearing a Black Lives Matter shirt. She said, if you support Trump, go fuck yourself and unfollow me, unfriend me. Bye. That's literally what she put. I've known this person for 20 years. That's it. She was gone, okay? Now, that was a lot more severe than something like we are talking about right here. There was no language that, in my opinion, was in poor taste or poor choice. He simply said, bye. And then somebody asked him if he was a Trumper. He said, that's right, and proudly put the American flag. By the way, showing your support for the country, there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, you live in America. That should be a prerequisite for you being a citizen of this country, is supporting the country and celebrating that flag. You know, my feeling is if you don't feel that way and you feel like, America's not what you think it should be because you're unwilling to be a productive citizen and contribute to it, then yeah, you know what? Bye. I can speak for John Matrix and myself when we both say, bye. We don't need your lack of production in this country as well. Okay? utterly ridiculous. This is where we've gotten in America. You cannot support your president. We all know Donald Trump's not racist. There are so many times he has come out and denounced racism. And look, the left is already calling for him to be asked the white supremacy question in every single debate going forward. You know? I mean, and Chris Wallace the other day during the debate made a point to throw white supremacy and the militia in together in the same loaded question. That was BS as well. As we know, there's all kinds of militia across this country, and there's all kinds of races involved and in those militia. In fact, the only militia that has chosen to segregate itself is the INFACT. If you want to know the absolute truth, and there's video of them walking down the street saying Black Power. Okay, again, our president is not racist. We're not ashamed of our president. We want to proudly support him. I understand. I feel bad for people in certain parts of the country that support Trump because they probably can't go safely outside their house. Me, I can walk out and walk, 6 blocks down the street, and I'm going to count 18 Trump signs and some "Don't Tread on Me" flags and all kinds of wonderful things that we celebrate here in the big state of Texas. I fully support Quinn Simmons' freedom of speech. It is absolutely absurd that he has been suspended for this. This is the state of the country right now, people. It's getting scary. Stay vigilant. Stay strong. We are the silent majority, but we're not getting so silent anymore. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.